Faith, I don't know what's wrong with my phone. So my phone will call someone. I kid you not. It will call someone and then it'll be like, okay, we hung up. And then it'll be like, leave a message after the beep. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on? So if this video is not really reaching you or something, just let me know in the comments because I really don't know what's going on with my phone. I mean, it's cracked. So I need to get a new phone at some point. That being said, how are you guys? It's the weekend. Yes. Who's excited about the weekend? So I am not taking off the weekend. I'm going to work tomorrow for Uber mostly. And then Sunday I'm going to take off. I love God though, guys. I just had this person in my car and we were talking about just different things. But mainly we started talking about God and how can people not believe in God? And she was like, yeah, I love God. And I was like, I love God too. So it was a really good conversation and it was a really good ride. I've never had a ride that pious. It was pretty interesting. But it got me thinking. And I think today I want to start off. I can't talk too long. I'm meeting with somebody that's giving me drugs. That sounds really awful, but they're medications. But I wanted to talk about God a little bit. Just the fact of how he ordains everything for our good. Now, if you are running around sinning like crazy, God still loves you because he loves unconditionally, but he hates the sin. And I think that's where some people get kind of torn up is why does God sit with sinners? It's not like he's taking part in the sin. He's trying to redeem them. And I think there's a big difference. And it's not like he's completely in their ways. But I just want to bring that up real quick. Also, I wanted to bring up the fact of saying that Jesus wept again. I have been working on this, guys. So the fact of weeping or crying instead of just keeping it in, that's a tough one for me. I really believe that when you're crying, it releases stress. And I think some of you know that, but I have the hardest time crying. The other day, I forget what it was, and I was trying to shield my face from anyone seeing that I was crying. And then I was like, no, I'm allowed to cry. You know what I mean? And I think we live in a generation where crying is shameful, especially if you're crying for a while or just different things. It's just kind of interesting. But yeah, it's okay to weep. It's okay to cry. If you needed to hear that today, that's the reason why I got on here. But also, I think that Jesus wept, and when Jesus wept, hello, Box Manic, you should subscribe. You should totally subscribe. But when Jesus wept, well, he wept probably in the agony in the garden too. I never even thought of that. Because he knew everything that was going to happen to him. So not only was he going to think about what could possibly happen to him, like in a human mind, like we could do, but he was also God. So he knew that if he was going to go through with all this, it was going to mock him for one thing. But he knew that everything that was going to happen was going to happen. I think that's really hard because I was just meditating on the sorrowful mysteries, and there's 5 of them. One is the agony in the garden where he knew it was going to happen to him. One was the scourging at the pillar where they flogged him. I don't know if you guys know what flog means, but it's not just they scraped him with a rake or something, but they tore his flesh out. So yeah, so that's the other one. And then there's one where he's crowned with thorns on his head. There is the carrying of the cross, and there is when he died, the crucifixion, of course. But all of those mysteries, there's just so much hate, from the people, from the soldiers, from everyone. Nobody basically wants Jesus to live. And I think that's really sad because and it reminds me of in my life how like sometimes people stab me in the back or just different things to where like I love people or I love people even when they don't deserve it at all. And I'll text them and just be like, how are you doing? Just something out of charity. And they don't text back or like this or that. And it's like, come on, guys. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes when you smile at someone or you do an act of charity like that or something, that they may turn their life around. Like a simple gesture, maybe opening the door for them or, saying it's a nice day or something. But like going back to what I was talking about before, Jesus is like the epitome of love. Like he would love sinners and, try to get them back, of course. And we can see that as he's dying on the cross, hands outstretched with love. Like and it's not like it was all fun and games on the cross. Like he was literally hanging. He was choking. He was, Oh, somebody said they liked and subscribed and subbed. I'm sorry. How much is a gallon of milk in my country? Who wants to answer this question? It depends. I'm at Cheats right now, and it's about $6 at Cheats. But I think if you go somewhere else, it's about $5. So I don't know if that answers your question. But like arms outstretched wide, he took on our sins and he died. You know what I mean? And one thing that I've been hi Sunset. You're really pretty. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I think I'm pretty too. But like when he died on the cross, I forget where I was going with this. I said arms stretched out wide. I don't know, but he like died for our sins. Thank God. Thank God he died for our sins. And then guys, since I don't have that much time, I wondered if you guys wanted me to sing a song. You have to tell me what song you want me to sing. I can't put on the radio. I don't really listen to the radio. And so, do you want the Spirit of Jesus Christ with you? This is the first time hearing of this. I have the Spirit of Christ with me. I really do. I've actually experienced God before. So, I'm pretty cool. But do you guys want me to sing a song? I could like make up a song. It's a beautiful day and it's Friday and everything seems to be going my way. I don't know. Something like that. No, okay, so the one I was singing the other day was Leanne Rimes' How Do I Live? That one turned out pretty well. I can sing that one again. It's like, how do I get through one night without you? If I had to live without you, what kind of life would that be? Oh, I need you in my arms, need you to hold. You're my heart, my breath, my soul. If you ever leave, baby, you would take away everything good in my life. And tell me now, how do I live without you? I want to know, how do I breathe without you? If you ever go, how do I ever? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna leave now because my voice is going. But I hope you guys have a great weekend and hopefully I get on here at some point. All right, God bless. Bye. Somebody.